What the hell? Hold on. There's two. Oh, I see what happened here.
There's two.
Okay, we're
Oh,
good.
I see what.
It was actually playing. It was just playing 3 times. Okay. Alright, anyways. Hi, everybody. Welcome. What's up? How's everyone doing? No, it was not Clash of Clans. But speaking of, I do need to hop on that. But yeah, what's up, Slimy? Hi. Hello, Avergex. You got a meme? Alrighty. I'll check it out. Starground guy. I need to add the version of that that's like walking. I just didn't get around to it. But yeah, the title, you can see, we're gonna remove herobrine today. At least we'll try, right? Herobrine always kind of comes back, but check memes, alright? I don't know if I can do a video.
Sir, you'll have to turn that off.
I better mute this. No. I don't know if this is this is something that should be joked about. Oh God, what is this? I don't understand this. I know it's the funny image of the all gamblers quit before they hit it big, but what are the arrows and stuff all about? Pug rocket explode sound effect. No way. Dash second spider part. Interesting. I have a million Discord pings. Because max pings when I upload short and stream and a video. Oh, a geometry dash? Okay. Let's see, I'm probably gonna do that. Now, before we get started, give me 1 second here. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Let me just give me 1 minute here, right? How many builders do I have free? Oh, they finished my camp. Let's go. The towers are all upgraded. Ooh, that's 150 to upgrade next. That's okay. We'll do we'll go ahead and get these mines going. Get that out of the way. Let me go to the builder. Ooh, we can research something. Let's research the giants real quick. Yeah. And I need to upgrade something with my cash. I can't afford that. Ooh, there's not really many options here. Okay. Can't upgrade that. Shoot. I need more money. Whatever. I'll upgrade a mine. No. Ah. Okay, whatever. Alright. I love Clash of Clans. Albert Einstein said, put your hand on a hot stove for a minute. Where's the tea? Hi, Sneaky. Sneaky, don't you play a lot of Clash of Clans? Okay, anyways, I need to stop. I need to get into the stream. Okay. So, we want to remove herobrine. Yes. The dog is staring at me. Hi. So I set it up so that all the players will go to 0. That's what I did last time. So essentially what I'm just gonna say is like, should be pretty straightforward. So if it's not multiplayer authority, and we're gonna say if get multiplayer authority is not equal to 1, then we're just gonna kill the player. And I hope there's no issues with that. I don't think there will be. I hope. Before I do that, though, I want to drop all the items. So I'm just going to say for I and inventory component dot inventory data. And then inside of the main script, it's in a create item, yeah. Okay. Data, yeah, so we're gonna run create item. We're also gonna do this actually. Is server. Okay. And then we're gonna, oh, I copied the wrong. It's okay. Say okay. I'm just gonna copy the whole thing. So all we're gonna do is we're just gonna say create an item, and then we're gonna say inventory component, or actually it's just gonna be I. Then position will just be position, and velocity will just be 5. So we can get rid of the other stuff. Get rid of this. Oh, we also have to call it on the get node root dot create item. So why is it mad? Oh. Hey, what's up, Great Goose? How's it going? Okay. Now, this should theoretically drop all of the items for a player that is not the server, but we'll see. And then I also need to do weapon components, just in case they had any weapons on them. Weapon configuration. I think this will be fine. I might have to set a frame delay on this, actually. Because I don't know if it'll actually load in the data before this gets ran. That's the thing. Yeah. I'm probably gonna have to put that somewhere. So I'm just gonna save our drop delay equals 1. Yeah, that should be okay. And then in process, so if multiplayer is server. If that, if drop, delay is equal to 1. Else. Now, this hopefully should work. I'm gonna load it up and see what happens. I think I can cause this to happen, yeah. Join the Discord, Goose Games amazing. Okay, I was thinking about uploading some gaming stuff to YouTube, so I made a channel. Haven't uploaded anything. Okay. Yeah, definitely, you know, that's something I want to do. I'd give it a shot, right? Game chat. Oh, we got a follow. War Winter, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. So my plan for how to test this herobrine stuff. I know why herobrines... Oh. Alright, so that's bad. So why... How does that work out? Yikes. I'm just gonna do that for 1 second. So that's fine. So why is this bad? So if it's the server, if the multiplayer authority is not 1, which means that it's not the server player, then it starts at 1, right? My drop delay? Yeah. Maybe I'll set the drop delay to a little bit bigger, like 10. So it goes through 10 frames first. And then it's creating the item. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is. Yeah, if I do, I'll tell you so we can collab maybe. Yeah, we could maybe do that. I'll have to see. But yeah, just let me know. I'm probably not going to put any gaming content on the Big Boy Games channel, but you know, be happy to be in the video. Yeah, we can't have the main player deleted instantly because that's kind of a big problem here. So, shoot. I don't get it though, because it should be, the multiplayer authority should be 1, right? So why is it being stupid? I'm just going to print the multiplayer authority. Oh, you think about game dev too? Okay. That's cool. Yeah, it would be fun to do some more game dev collab type of stuff. Always thought that'd be fun. I have been thinking more about like a game jam, but I just don't know how many people, you know, I would probably need for that. I need to hide this stupid... Get out of here! I'm hiding it. I'm tired of it. I think it's the widgets. Yeah, and I don't need Copilot Preview. Bye. Okay. It's still... I don't get it. Oh. Why is the game crashing? Or why is Godot crashing? It just didn't print anything. What? Oh, god dang it. I'm so stupid. It's because that was in the wrong line. Oh. That's why. I'm just going to make sure on this, though. We're also gonna have to do another thing in here where I like check if the person's actually connected, because yeah, I don't want that to... That's gonna run whenever anyone connects regardless, so... I'm gonna game jam with 7 other people. Oh, 2 would quit, so we'd have more. Oh, okay. What game jam is it? Alright, this player is created just fine. So let's do, let's connect a player. Yeah. Yeah. Invalid sprite. Oh, because if it's null. That's... If I is not null. Ah, the boss rush game jam. Yeah, I've heard a few people talking about that, I think. What's going on? Outlook. Oh, I got some stuff I need to reply to here. Let me go ahead and do this. Okay, sorry about that. I'll handle that after stream, I guess. Oh, there's a lot of things I have to handle after stream. Shoot. Imperial Catalyst Bosses of the Pinnacle is the game name so far. Okay. So what is it about? Well, I'm assuming it's boss rush, of course, but I guess what's the sort of premise for your gameplay right now? I think what I can do with this is get a list of the active, like, connected players and just make sure that the player isn't connected. Because really I only want to delete the players, like, on load if the players are not connected. This is specifically for, like, when the host saves the game and a player is connected, you know? Okay. So we got that player. We're going to connect with this one. So yeah, it just instantly deletes it, which is fine. We'll fix that. So now we want... I need to, let's get network connected peers, I think. Get tree.multiplayer. Connected. Maybe I do need to get tree. Get incoming connections, I'm assuming. There's a source here. Oh, this is the multiplayer IP, yeah. Let's go to the new one. Oh, there's just get peers. That's probably what. Yeah. I wonder if I even need to do multiplayer. Some of these functions are like, no, I do. Like, get multiplayer authority for some reason is not a no way potato. I can't believe it. What type? I personally like russets, but you know, I'm willing to open my mind to other types. So if it's the server, so if it's not one, and then I'm just gonna do this. Our peers, and then we're gonna say if or peers that has. So if it does not have it, then it only does this stuff. So that hopefully should stop the player from immediately getting deleted. Let's give it a try, right? Sweet baked. I like sweet potatoes. Also like baked potatoes. I like almost every form of potato, I'm gonna be real. I like fries. I like chips. I like mashed potatoes. I like potato salad. Potatoes go hard. Most versatile vegetable in my opinion. Okay. Host. So that's all good. Now we're going to connect and it should be okay. Yes. Good. So now if we go mine some resources here, right? Let's mine this wood. Now if I save on the server, boom. So what should happen now when I load this back up is it'll just leave the items that the player has at the center. Oh, well, they're still connected. That's that's why. If I disconnect this player, though, like what I need to do is save it and then close the server and now open it back up. What am I doing? I'm removing Herobrine. It's time. When's the sex update? I don't know. We'll see. At some point. Sweet potatoes are great with cinnamon sugar. Oh yeah. The war is in a few hours. I'm sorry, I didn't realize. I need to get my army prepared for the war. Herobrine can't go. I have a day with him tomorrow. Oh, I'm sorry. Herobrine's gone. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, so it works. It doesn't, well, it's just over there. It didn't stay at the spawn, but it's okay. So it'll just drop wherever the player was last. Which isn't ideal, actually. But how come it's doing that? Because it should set their position to 0, right? So I'm just trying to figure out why it's stupid. Because up here it's going to say position is 0. Oh, if multiplayer authority. So I'm just going to not do that. I'm just going to say it'll always be 0 regardless of who it is. Now let's try that again. Or remove him though, you're planning on having Discord testing soon. Well, yeah, that's kind of one of the reasons why I need to remove him, because I want to do the closed alpha very soon. So, and it's just a problem because essentially what's happening is that whenever the player disconnects, they're still like in the world, but then they're just kind of broken characters because the multiplayer authority like ID is always random. So it just doesn't work. There's a lot of problems with having Herobrine in the game. So that's why I'm removing him. So if we load it now, it should spawn at the center. Yeah. Okay, so that system works. Essentially now Herobrine won't exist anymore. Which is fine by me. So all the Herobrines will just teleport to the center and drop their loot, regardless of where they are in the world. So, like, if you close the server and someone's in the dungeon or whatever, then it'll be fine. So, alrighty. Next thing I need to do in here, actually, in create item. So I want this to also run. I'm just gonna make another function that's like drop loot. Which is, or I'll just say drop inventory. Then I'll put everything in there. Create item. Wait a minute, what? Where is this? I don't want to create item scene in here. How is this happening? I must have accidentally... Mining hand. What? Okay, something's weird here. Where did this stuff come from? Sprite hit. Oh. I think I screwed something up. I'm just gonna copy all that. Just undo it all until I fix that other thing. Let's see. I'll get that in 1 second. that. I am confuzzled. How did create item in here? What? Wait. Now I'm undoing other things I don't want to undo. Okay, I don't know what happened here. This is weird. Maybe this was here for a while and I just never realized. So what I'm going to do here is just say, get rid of this stuff. I think what it is it was like this. Because I'm setting hit divisible. Yeah, I think that's what it was. Whack. Okay, anyways. Doesn't mean comments me 30 seconds later. Yeah, well, I think I just pasted something in here weird. I don't know. I think we're okay now, though. Let's see. Actually, that's what I'll just do. So I need to take all this out of here. Like that. And then put this back into the process event. So this is specifically the code that will run here. So this is saying, is it the server, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Then we're going to say drop inventory. Sorry if I'm missing some things, some chat here. Let me go back and read this. Can you do a Kofi video on the conveyor belts? Yeah, I could do that for you. I'll go ahead and do that. I need to do one on what I did in the most recent devlog after the stream, but yeah, I'll get that done too. Missed behind the past 3 streams, way behind channel points. Oh yeah. Did I fix a thing where you could desync your held weapon by joint after the player change? I think I need to fix that still. I think what that was initially just when you join the game, there's issues with that, but I can fix that. Is that C# or GD script? This is GD script. So I like GD script. C# is fine. I have nothing against it, but GD script is very fast and easy. So, and I like it easy. Let me tell you. So, yeah. We got all that. So now what I want to say here is like on player disconnect, right? Drop inventory. So let's go back into this. Multiplayer. Is this the multiplayer setup? No, it's not. Oh, it is. So right here, I think it's on pure disconnect. So if as long as it's not the server disconnecting. Imagine she's sharp with that brackets. Oh yeah, that'd be kind of awful. So it gets the player. If it's not null, oh, it just runs queue free straight up. Well, let's say before that it runs player.drop inventory. Then it deletes them. Who's Icy Dream? Icy Dream is my brother. So yeah. I'm gonna get rid of queue free in there actually. Instead of position, I'm just gonna say vector 200, right? Because why drop it at the actual player's position? Okay, then in here, I think I need to set the stuff. Drop inventory, and then I need to run queue free manually. Okay. So now when a player exits the server, like before it was only on load, but now it should also be fine. What I'm trying to do here is just make it so that you don't lose all your items when you disconnect from the server, because it just kind of gets voided. So Chip, you should check programming chat on Discord when you have some time. I had an interesting Monday. Oh yeah. I'll check that out. So let's see here. Let's get a client connected. So we're checking two things, really. So we're going to pick up an item on the client. And now if this client leaves the game, it should drop the items at spawn. Yes, it does. So that way we can retain all the items in the game. This will become kind of a big item mess sometimes, but I mean, I'd rather have that right now than just losing items because a player got disconnected. That would kind of suck. So now we're going to test this again. We're going to save it and just make sure that is also good. Try the quit button too. Yeah, I could try that. It should be essentially the same thing, but I'll make sure. You did have problems like that? Oh, yeah. I don't know what all these bugs down here are. Well, I think it is frozen, so. Oh yeah, we're gonna host. So this is specifically for like if a player like over here walking around doing the thing, I save on the host. Now I close the host straight up. Hey, I don't know, Avocado. Welcome to the stream. I'm just working on removing herobrine. Essentially all it is that it's a player that kind of like is kind of this weird empty player. Like it's not a real player, like there's no one connected to it, but it just sits in the world. So I'm just setting up a way to destroy those players, to kill them and drop all their items. So yeah, it's going pretty well though. Oh, as you goose games. Oh, okay. Well, welcome. So we load it. Items are in the center. Yes, we're gaming. Hey, thank you for the follow. Forgot to ask in the Q&A, what do you think is the biggest problem facing the gaming industry, both for consumers and developers in both AAA and indie? That's a very good question. The biggest issue, huh? I have to think for one moment on that. I think biggest issue probably just has to do with it's this thing of like how would I put it into words? It's always this trend that you see in every market, any entertainment market, which is where it just keeps like ads become a much bigger and bigger problem over time. Like you saw it with cable. It was like ads were pretty minimal a long time ago, but now like ads now on cable, you have to watch like 30 minutes of ads and then you get 20 minutes of TV. It's awful. And I feel like that kind of thing is a problem starting to plague like YouTube and stuff too. Which is like, especially now with like Google kind of doubling down on ad blockers and, you know, trying to get rid of that. Obviously, you know, there's still workarounds right now, but it probably won't be too much longer until they are able to fully lock down on that. And there are a lot more ads now on YouTube than there used to be. So I would say, although it's not in the exact same form in the gaming industry, I do think it's kind of a similar issue that we're seeing arise, which is all of these games that are trying to pack their game with as much like advertising, or, you know, not advertising, but just the different business practices or the different ways people are generating money. We've got loot boxes, we've got battle passes. I just think that's a slippery slope. And even though it's like fine now, I think the issue is that people start to get comfortable with it. And it's the same thing that happens with YouTube. Like, they remove a cool feature and then everyone just forgets, and now it's the new standard, and it just they keep getting away with it. But I don't know. I think that's probably the biggest issue. It's just, I think we need a better way of going about that. I think it's fine for games that just charge a straight up, like, you know, cost. I don't know. I mean, that's just one issue. I could think of others too, though. There's also like the fact that the like price point for a lot of big games now is increasing. Like, it was always $60 was the standard. You even saw some that were like maybe 50 or 40, but now we're up like the standard base levels like 70, 80 bucks. And a lot of the times I see big studios not localizing currencies, not localizing prices. And that's a huge issue, because if you live somewhere where $1 US is like 500 of your dollars, you're never going to be able to afford any games, and then you're just going to go on to pirate them. So that's kind of another huge issue. Good thing is that indie games kind of always circumvent all these issues I just discussed, because I think the difference with indie games is people don't, like, they want money, but they don't have like a bottom line that they have to hit. It's kind of like, you know, more of a passion project always. But anyways, that's just some thoughts. We do a whole podcast about that. How did you do the sun texture in the main menu? All that was, I didn't actually make this. This is the only thing in the game I didn't make. I got this shader from I can't remember the name. I think it was like, I don't know. There is someone that made this shader, and it's open source, and they just gave it out to everybody for free, which is epic. And I was like, oh, that would be sick to put on the main menu. So I snatched that. It'll be in the credits once I actually add that, but yeah. Hate that almost all AA games, AAA games don't localize. Yeah, it's that's the problem. People just can't afford it. Looks sick. Yeah, it does look really sick. I'm happy with how it turned out. I did have to tweak it a lot because it wasn't for Godot 4 first off. Like, all the shaders were broken and I had to fix them. And just some different variables I wanted to change, like the speed of rotation. It wasn't working either, so I'm sure if a Godot 4 version ever comes out, I think all those will be fixed, but, you know, it's just some things I noticed. Okay, let's also do this. So let's just say a player connects, right? There's a ton of bugs. I don't know what's up down here. It's just all the same garbage I keep seeing. Now it's saying it's not even finding them, which is weird, because they're all right here. Oh. Well, that's not good. Oh, I just didn't I didn't add the copper rocks to a spawn list. Yeah. Okay, anyways, but that's something I can fix. Okay, so we got that. So now if the player quits, yeah, their items drop here. So that we're good. Herobrine is no longer. We've removed Herobrine. Yeah. Would I rather have 1 million or 1 billion? Good question. I think there's some things that need to be clarified first with that question, though. First off, is it public knowledge that you have the 1 million or the 1 billion? That's a big part of it. Is it the kind of thing where they have to, like, announce the winner and then everybody knows that you're the winner? Or is it more of just like, boom, it just shows up in your bank account one day, you know? I need to know the specifics on that. Because I think that's kind of the big thing for me that would change my answer. So because honestly, if that wasn't the case, I would take the 1 billion, because I have zero interest in buying like expensive things. In terms of, I mean, like, I don't care about, like, buying a Lamborghini or whatever. It just doesn't interest me. And so if I had a billion, I probably wouldn't actually, like, I would just make everyone's lives better, you know? Like, if I had so much money to the point where I was never going to use any of it, I'll just, like, you know, use it for good. Invest in people's ideas and give it to the poor, because why not? Right? So, I don't think I'd ever buy a yacht or a jet or anything like that. It just seems so extra. I don't need it, you know? So, I'll just take the plane. It's cheaper. Okay, copper rock is in there now, so that will fix that funny little bug. I need to make sure, I don't think so, but on pure disconnect, I need to make sure that's only a client gets notified when other clients disconnect from the same server. So I think this will actually happen on all of the things. I think I'm just gonna say if is server. It's not a problem because when there's only 2 connected, it doesn't mean anything, but I don't want other players to be trying to free objects because it's gonna cause desync issues, and that would be bad. So, give me 1 minute here. Okay. I'm just gonna leave that there for, well, I better test it, I guess. Let me run 3 instances. I really wish I could fix all these desync issues. Process simplify path. And no one knows. Ah, don't do, no. I'm never gonna be able to figure this out. Oh my goodness. Just let me search it. Don't do some garbage. Okay. Is it in here? There's no way. Simplify path. The string is a valid file path. Converts the string into canonical paths. Ooh. Is that the error that's happening here? I don't know. Okay, let's open 3 servers though. Clients. Oops. Connect. Connect. Okay. So we've got 3 here. So what I want to test is, what if this player disconnects? Boom. Yeah, it updates on all of them with only the server, so I will keep it that way. There's always sometimes some funny other errors in here, but seems okay. So yeah, the only errors that ever happens is just this. It's when I pick up an item, and then it says this issue. Node not found. And is it specifically when the item is created? No, it's only when the item is picked up. See? Boom. And I just don't know what the issue is. It's been haunting me for a long time. Because this is the item script. There's really nothing in here weird. I'm saving it normal. I'm just saving data. Oh, man. I don't know. I just cannot figure out this bug. It's not a bug. It's just this error message. I don't know. Say 10K random people with access to the internet know, and what they decide to do with their knowledge is their choice. Ooh. I mean, here's the thing, right? If I had $1 million and I invested all of that in like a high interest savings account or something, let's say I had $1 million and I could get a return of 4% every year, right? That's just straight up a $40,000 salary in interest. Of course, I know you have to pay taxes on that, but like that would be pretty awesome. Just by itself. So honestly, maybe I would do that. Just so I don't have to deal with all the trouble of like, you know, people knowing about it. Probably be better that way. Whoa, that was a ton of bugs. Or errors. Not bugs. Or what are all these other ones happening? I thought I fixed all the... Oh. What is this one? On despawn, receive. Oh, I think what might be happening is inside the resource node. Yeah. I just need to say this only runs if it's the server. That would be the issue there. Okay, I should have fixed that issue. Looks like it did. I think, yeah. Okay. Yeah, honestly, what I would do is just straight up buy a decent house for like 650K. It doesn't bother with mortgage or any of that stress. Yeah, that's true. The only problem with that is then you're going to have to pay property taxes, so unless you're still making money. Wait, why is this still happening? I wonder why it's still being funny. I'll just relaunch it. Let's try that. Like, it would be sick to just buy a house like that, but... I mean, I don't know. Another thing, too, is if you buy a house like that, the house rates, at least in the US, are insane. You know, just a regular house, like, costs, like, 500K now. I'd say, like a 2-bedroom house, you know, or whatever. It's insane. Obviously, it depends on where you live. I know Texas housing is so much cheaper. Actually somewhat affordable, but at least in Colorado it's just insane. I don't know how I would ever afford a house, I'm gonna be real, unless I make a lot of money. So I don't know, it's pretty brutal. Okay, let's try this again. No buggies, please. I'll give it time for the despawning to actually start. It takes like 30 seconds for the fastest one to despawn. I really wish the multiplayer in Godot had just better documentation on some of these errors, you know? Just so I could try to figure out what would be causing them. Things should be despawning now. Okay, yeah, looks like that did fix the bug. I keep saying bug. It's not a bug unless it's like something actually in-game, but yeah. I would love to fix the issue here when you pick up the items. That right there. And it's interesting. It happens only on the client that deleted the item, I think. Right? Here, let's try this. So if we do this, I just want to check on this. So which one is actually the host? That's what I need to figure out right now. Well, just to make this easier, I'm just going to close one of the clients. So we have debug session started. So it's either session 2 or session 3. I'm going to assume that it's session 3. Well, what I could do then is here, I'll just break it, collect the item, and quit out of that one, and now we know. Yeah, so it's only happening on the host, which is what's weird, right? Node not found. I'm just flabbergasted. So what's happening is that it's going in here then. So what is happening? That's what I need to figure out. I've scouted out on some websites and there's some good stuff in the price range near the capital city, Edinburgh. It's not as bad here. Yeah, it's definitely more of a United States issue, unfortunately. But yeah, it's too bad. I'll have to move to Canada or something. I don't know how it is in Canada. It might be just as much as a problem since the two markets are almost the same. But yeah. Is there any code in here that could present an issue? That's what I'm trying to figure out right now. So it's saying if it's the server, it does all this stuff. That's not a problem. Do not move to Canada. Why? If scale.x is greater than that. If this, okay. This is getting the closest player. So it's getting that. And that's fine because it always has an inventory component. So that's saying if you can add the item to the player, then you're going to move to the player. If it's less than 2, then you're going to try adding the item. And then if it worked, you remove it from the group. I mean, I guess I don't have to remove it from the group here. You play the collect sound on the closest player. What is this? Play collect sound? Maybe what's happening is in... No, because it would say if it was in there. That's the thing. Get node pickup. And then it deletes itself. So there really shouldn't be anything in here that's causing an issue. It's frustrating. It's just, I don't know why it's only with the item. It's the only node that causes that error. Nothing else does. And that's why it's so hard to figure out, because I don't know what part of it is wrong. I don't know, it's annoying. You can buy a whole castle here for the same price as a worn down 1 to 2 bedroom house there. Yeah. But the only problem with the castle, though, is then you'd have to, like, there's no plumbing or electricity or anything. Am I clashing right now? Maybe. I'm training my new army. I just unlocked wizards, so I'm kind of forming a new one here. How many wizards should I do? Like, is it good to do, like, a lot of wizards? Because I think wizards are pretty good, right? Goblins are kind of mid, I'm gonna be real. Check the server. Let me check it out. I don't see it in here. What is this all about? Oh yeah, Max is doing his crazy big stream. Yeah, it's not on the server. Oh. Yeah. Issue is that I would imagine the cost to actually like modernize the castle would be enormous. Because, yeah, it's sick to live in a castle, but if you don't have water or electricity or anything, then it's gonna kind of suck, right? So that would be my only thing I would see with that. Otherwise, it would be pretty sick, yeah. So is there something in... Lemur, did you say to check programming chat about something? Oh, is this the thing? Unit test for 5 hours? Oh no. Is that what you're talking about? Yikes. Okay, host it. Connect it. Wouldn't that be amazing if I actually fixed the problem? There's always one little ounce of me that's like, I hope I did actually fix it. That's what you're talking about. Yeah. Unit test, sir. Bruh moment. I'm sorry for your loss. Change your work in the library, it's not the test. Yeah, that's fair. I could see that. Oh. I did find some bugs with that. Oh, yeah? Maybe this is part of the problem. Like, okay, what I could do instead, right, inside the player. I think I have a thing that's like play sound or something. Mind sound. Well, I'm just gonna say funk. Play sound. Call local or any peer. Actually, no, I only want call local, I think. Play sound and then sound player. So we're gonna say get node sound player. Oops, I'm gonna say s dot pitch range, or sorry, it's pitch scale equal to randf range. So something like that. Now let's go back to the item. I just don't like having a thing that runs exclusively on the player, not in the player. So that's what I'm kind of trying to fix right now. So this is set to 0.5. Let's go back into the item. The first bug, I wasted 30 minutes thinking it was the library, then I figured it was my code. Oh yeah. Also wrote the library, so that's what wasted so much. Ah, okay, yeah, that's fair. Always gotta make sure. So we're gonna get rid of that. And then what we're gonna do instead is just say closest player dot RPC. And we're just gonna play pickup. So that should be better that way. That is what it's called here, right? Yeah. So let's give that a try. It should work just fine. Okay, it did not work just fine. So why? Unable to get the RPC configuration for the function pickup. Oh, whoops. Did I just call it play sound? Can't remember. Yeah. Okay, let me try that again. Put some stuff at DM store housing market. Is either in the capital city or within 15 miles of it. Okay. 4-bed detached house, 475. 4-bed, 675. Yeah, I definitely see the oof. Only 3-bed for 750. Yeah. Whereas ASC needs to make the ghost sounds. Ghost sounds for what? Okay, watch this. Ready, gamers? Wait a minute. There ain't no way. Did I fix the problem? It was the sound all along? No way. Oh my god, I fixed it. I fixed it. I fixed the problem. There's no more errors anymore. Such a weird... Like, I don't know how you ever would have known that was the issue. Oh, finally, though. You guys have no idea how long I've been trying to fix that. I've been trying to fix that for, like, 2 months. Like, almost ever since the game was created. Oh, my goodness. These are just... Yeah, the warnings aren't really anything. It's just saying that, oh, well, these are being casted as an integer. So it's not a problem. I mean, what I can do instead is just not do that. I'll just say, I don't know, what would be better? I guess we'll just round it. Well, it's like round I. I mean, I don't really have to cast as an int. I'll just make sure it's always an integer that way. And I don't think that'll throw an error, so... Okay, that one's fine. That one's fine. That one's fine. Okay, let's see. That should probably stop the integer errors. TS, I generally go with warnings as errors. Oh, yeah. That's fair. I mean, these aren't, like, they don't mean anything. All it's doing is just discarding the decimal, which is not an issue. So, it's just letting you know that that's happening just in case that isn't intended behavior, but in all of those instances it is. So like literally I probably could just disable that warning altogether because it's never really helped me, but I'll fix it anyways though. Where else is it happening? Oh, it still happens because it's in here. Well, then I'll just divide it by another float and then round it. I can't do it because object rotation is by nature a float because it's Wait, shouldn't it be an int? Because I'm doing modulo on it. I don't know, whatever. It's fine. I think that's 750 for a fully furnished house. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, that's more understandable then. Wait, oh. Why is it still doing it? Oh, I was looking at the wrong ones. Session 3 doesn't exist anymore. Can I, like, close this? There is no session 3. How do I get rid of session 3? I'll just clear it. Look at that. Look at that nice, clean debugger. No issues. Can you believe it? We could try placing down a structure. Here, I'll load the save, actually. Oh, I deleted my old save. That's very unfortunate. I like that save. Your upgrade base is getting attacked. So what I'm gonna do is just get some resources to, we're gonna make a furnace here. I can't rotate it. What I wanted to do is get iron for the conveyor. This actually really helps I got rid of that error, because one thing that was always really frustrating was that, like, errors would pop up, but I wouldn't really be able to read them very well because it was just flooded with the errors of the other thing happening, so. But yeah, I'm so glad I got that fixed. That's a huge moment for me. I know it doesn't mean anything to any of you, but for me, that's like, oh my goodness. I'm just making sure all the rotation stuff is good since I did change all that. Looks like we're totally fine. Oh. And do you think how I'm doing the alpha test? I'm gonna share my IP. I'm not gonna share my IP. That would be very dangerous. I don't know. I've been thinking about that. What I'll probably do is just let everyone, like, you can play this game single player. You don't have to play multiplayer, so that'll be part of it. I think, like, if people want to play with people that they know and trust, my IP is no. How did you know my IP? I could try to set up like a proxy server or something, just so that it's not a IP that's going to be in danger. I could maybe also just run it on like a third-party server hoster. So, yeah, my IP, so might do some minor trolling, yeah. All right. Hey, bro, I have an honest question. Where can you get those nice sound effects? So a lot of these I actually just made myself. I've been kind of doing that. So for all the steps, all I did is I just like, I think what I did is I took a towel and just scraped my mic with it. And that's what that is. I'm probably gonna add more variations to that just so it's not so, you know, sniffy. For the rock mining sounds, all I did was I think I took like a glass and then a spoon. It was a dirty spoon, but and I just went like something like that, you know. And then I think for the wood sound, this one, I think that was me just going like with my wallet, something like that. All I've been doing is just making random noises, and then also the pickup sound is just my mouth. You know, it's just me going. My lips are all dry. You know. So. And then same with these sounds in here too, I think. I might have used JSFXR for that one. The sounds that I haven't used, like practical sounds, I've used JSFXR, which is a really good way to make different sounds. This is going to be enormously loud on the stream, but this is a good site just for some. I think I used a sine wave. Sine waves are always really good because you can. They're just nice and clean outputs. You can make all sorts of sounds. You know, you get a nice bass. You could get a. There's all sorts of sounds you can make with that. Definitely take a look at JSFXR. So. Wood one sounds a lot like smacking two shoes together, yeah. I can hear that, yeah. Thanks, man. Yeah, no problem. I'm always happy to answer any questions, but yeah. That's how I did it. And of course, you could always just get sounds from, like, you know, free sound effect places. There's a lot of YouTube channels that have copyright-free sounds. I think also definitely check out Open Game Art. That's another huge one. This is a great website if you want like almost anything, because all of this stuff is usually open source. They have different licenses attached to each one, so some you might have to credit, but like for example, let's just go find something, right? So let's just look up mine sound, right? And there's like right here, well that's a sprite. Over here you can actually sort by just sound effects, and then search for that. And now these are all the different mine sounds. So you got coin sounds. Oh, cave-in. Mining sample. Futuristic weapons. Oh, that's so loud. I'm sorry. But when you go into this, you can see what license it is. So this one is CC 3.0. And then you can click on it just to make sure you know what you need to do. So you do have to attribute this sound, so you just plop it in the credits. If you want, you can also sort here. You can just sort by CC0. And all of those will be completely, like, open, I'm pretty sure. So I think all of the CC0s, those are public domain. So these are really good. So public domain means there's just 0 rights. You can copy, modify, distribute it. You can sell it if you want. It's like full open for stuff, right? So if you're looking for stuff, if you can, definitely try to find something public domain, just because you will never run into issues if it's marked as public domain. And you're not going to get in trouble if you change it or do anything, right? So public domain is pretty good. I mean, even just, there's some pipes here. This is public domain. There's so much cool stuff here. People don't use this resource enough, but this is a great platform for creating games, just because it has so many different assets that you can use, and a lot of the times they're completely free. So definitely check this out. I think all of these are actually like completely free. I don't think any of these cost money. So yeah. I like the game, very fortunate, right? Yeah, definitely that is a big part of the kind of inspiration for things. So, but yeah. Oh yeah, I need to actually connect the other client. Could be a few errors that come up. Sometimes there's like this one error where it's like something to do with like peer connection count. I don't know how it even, yeah, let's see here. Oh, what's this here? Oh, I guess I need to, yeah, that's okay. All I have to do is in the sound here. Play sound, I just have to say any peer. So let me fix that, make sure that's not allowed. Mode from 1. Mode is 2. Authority is. So if it's calling from the item, it's gonna play on that, which would be any peer. It should be. I think I just have to restart the game. I'm trying to. Hello everyone. Maybe someone give me a bit of feedback about my game concept. I have to get some feedback strange for the class. Yeah. Yeah, let me know. Say the idea. I'd be happy to leave some feedback on that. 8 out the builder potion in Clash of Clans 10 times for 1 hour. Rather be 1 times for 10 hours. I don't think that math checks out there, but but yeah. Okay, let's connect the client again. That should have fixed the issue. Godot likes to freeze all the time. I don't know why. I think I need to find ways to clean up the project so it's not so laggy. Yeah, that fixed the issue. So we're jamming. Oh yeah, sorry, Ben. You said, how do you wrap the conveyor belt sprouts? Let me show that off. I do apologize for that. I forgot to show that off. No way wrapping a sprite to the business size. Yeah, so all I'm doing here with wrapping the sprite, I can show you exactly what I'm doing here. So we have the belt. So that's all under main sprite. So this sprite here, this is just the sprite of the conveyor, right? So all it is just, it's a square. Then what I'm doing here, I'm saying clip plus draw. And so this will draw the conveyor belt sprite, but then it also will, any children of this sprite, it'll clip it so it doesn't go past. You can see if I turn this off, you can see my secret here, right? So let's keep that on. And then all I'm doing with this conveyor right here, since it's being clipped, you can just move it like this, right? And that's how I go about animating the conveyor belts. And I can show you the exact code for how I'm doing that. And that's inside of the move function here. So all I'm doing is I'm just saying get the time of the world times the speed of the conveyor. You have to divide it by 1,000 since it's you know, milliseconds, so you need to get it in terms of seconds. And then I'm also dividing it by 16 because my tile size is 16 pixels. So that's kind of the formula there. And then I'm running mod 8 on it, and that will just make sure that once it gets to the end of where it needs to loop, it just goes back. You know, it's always between this range when you do a modulo function on it. So feel free to copy this function right here. That's just the way I do it. It's not, you know, that's one way of doing it. There's all sorts though. The other way is, well, I can't think of any other ways, but that's just the way I did it. And then I'm doing essentially the exact same thing for the curved one, but what I'm doing with the curved one instead, which I will show off, this is just rotating it instead, right? So that's the only difference there. But let me know if you want like a full video for the Ko-fi page, like more of a tutorial type of thing, because I'd be happy to set that up for you. So you send a link to make a poster about a new technology, its affordances, make the game concept for it. Yeah, that'd probably be alright to send a link. If it doesn't work in the chat, you can send a link on the Discord server. But yeah. Okay, the extended sprite makes a lot more sense, yeah. Yeah, let me know if you need any more kind of info about that, because, you know, Ko-fi and Death video would be great. Okay, yeah, sure. I can, I'll write that down and get that kind of drafted up for you then. Let me do that. And I'll just kind of go over, like, all the different, like, the whole conveyor, not even just the sprite, but, like, just how it kind of functionally works, too, with the items. So, yeah. Tried to do Ko-fi, but it didn't work. It should work. Like, what happened when you tried to do it? Did it not work? Like, it just... Because you should be able to just go here and then... join. You can do card or PayPal. I don't know. Let me know if it's still broken, because I can see if there's a way I can fix that. Just post it here then? Okay. This better not be, just in case here, I'm gonna... I never trust links, you know, because it can be, it can be bad. VPN time? Yeah, maybe. I don't actually have a VPN. I probably should, but I'll just do it on my phone because my phone is way more secure than my computer. Just to confirm that it's not bad, but it just says the server cannot be found. Huh. Windows Sandbox with VPN, yeah. I can take the risk. Image BB. Oh, that's what it is. It seems okay. It's just a screenshot. Alright. Let's take a look here. Do you want me to go ahead and just pull it up on the main stream? Because I can just do that here. Alrighty. Magic Realm. It's a fantasy. To Enchanted Arenas in a laser tag like game. Yeah, that definitely, it could be interesting. I guess what would be the first things I would think of? First off is, how do you kind of plan to go about like creating the worlds? Are you going to do kind of an open world thing, or is it more of like you have like kind of predefined like maps that people play on, you know, that kind of thing? So that'd be the first thing. And I see that you're specifically using AR glasses for this. So are you going to try to kind of like integrate the real world with the game, or is it more of a, you know, not that, I guess? Those are two questions I have initially. Let's see, I think I missed a comment here. I'm also in a game dev. I like Godot because it's what I started with, but I mostly use game frameworks. Ah, yeah, that's fair. What else about this? Yeah, laser tag like game. I think the big thing with this is I would like to see like more info on exactly how the gameplay would work, or like specifically what you're kind of aiming for with that. Because, you know, I can see you cast spells with wave of your hand, but I would kind of like to know like like what the kind of, I don't know, I think the main like kind of gameplay premise needs to be more apparent. I guess that makes sense. Which you do have good info in here. You do mention exploring dynamic landscapes, magical creatures, enchanted arenas. I think kind of having that like, I don't know, almost having that in its own section could be good. Just a very focused, like, this is the gameplay and kind of exactly how that works. I think that would probably be a good idea. But otherwise, I think it's looking cool. It sounds like an interesting idea. The problem with AR stuff always is like, and VR is just, what headsets do you support this? Right? Because I don't personally have an AR headset. I have a VR headset, but it could be good to support both VR and AR. It just depends on how important the AR aspect of it is. If it's very like, if the real world's very involved with how the gameplay is kind of set up, then I could see the reason to keep it to just AR. But that's just one thing to consider. Yeah, otherwise it's sounding pretty cool. Definitely could be a fun game. Networking could be a pain, you know, if it's going to be multiplayer. Perfect harmony between digital and physical AR is primarily the focus, yeah. Yeah, like, I like that statement. I just think the issue is it needs to be like explained, I guess, like how you're achieving the harmony between digital and physical worlds. Because when I see something like this, like the thing I want to see immediately, if someone's like advertising a game to me, or just something like this, just a quick little description of it, like I want to know immediately like the core of the game, of the gameplay, because that is the major component of any game. So yeah, I think just going straight to exactly what you mean by some of these things instead of kind of introducing it more, it's just kind of introducing it by explaining what it is, if that makes sense. Those are just my initial impressions though. I'm just trying to give you any feedback I can think of, but don't take that as a, you know, me. It's great. I don't like, I think it's bad. I think it's really good. I like all the graphics and everything. I think that looks nice. It's I do like this, the logo with the, I think that's pretty sick. yeah, it's pretty great. I like it. I like the concept, and it sounds interesting. Those are just some of the immediate things I kind of noticed, but you know, that's just my opinion. It's not like it's major issues or anything, but yeah, looking good though. So yeah, I understand what you mean. Got to work on improving more details. I wouldn't say necessarily more details, just more focused details, if that makes sense. Because I like how short this kind of is. I just think, like, being more, I think embellishing less, like, introduces an augmented reality game experience. I would just say, like, just go straight into, yeah, exactly what those things are. And of course it would be good to have, like, I think one thing with this kind of thing is, I don't know, like, about the, of course, with school assignments, there's always specifics about how things need to be set up, but for me, visuals speak way more than words do. Like, I think what would be great, if you can, again, I don't know the rules for this, but, like, and obviously you would need to actually start implementing things, of course. I know this is likely just a kind of initial idea thing, which is great if that's the case. You could always just put, like, this visual, I like this visual. I think just more like this, like, along with each of these segments that kind of describes things, I think a visual of what that is describing would be a huge help in kind of conceptualizing and visualizing the game in your head. Because that's a thing, like, with, for example, like a Steam description of a game, there's always, you describe something, and then if you plop a visual in right after, it lets the player connect what you just said to what that would actually be like. Yeah, that's just some ideas. Just want to give plenty of feedback, but totally optional. I think even just this would be great. Those are just some of the things I thought of first, but yeah. Yeah, good work. Are you gonna actually, like, plan on, like, developing this, like, fully, or is it more of just a, you know, creativity exercise, I guess, or something like that? But yeah, I'll read through. I missed all these comments in here. I like the idea of casting magic in air. Sounds like something you'd make in a scenario on your head, yeah. Which is sick. Yeah, I like that. Air is all red, never really had a good experience with it. I think most games are better without it. But I have a Quest 2, which is colorless and blurry. Yeah, that's the only gripe I have with AR, is that you need a very good AR headset for it to actually be fun. Like, I bet AR would be awesome on the Apple Vision Pro, but it's like $3,500, so. But yeah. Let's see. Thanks, Gamedev isn't easy for me. But for me, the indie dream still lives. There's still success to be found. Yeah, it's really hard to get into the indie gaming market, but I mean, really, I think the biggest thing is you just have to find a niche. Yeah. This is about the idea for now. Later I want to see. Okay, cool. Looking good though. Don't take any of my comments as negatives. I want to be just purely constructive. So yeah. But sounded pretty epic, yeah. Right, well, I can't believe it, but we got herobrine removed, and then we also fixed the long-standing bug, which is great. I also did the dust particles, so that's done. We could fix the weapon syncing really quick, because essentially what happens is, like, I can do it here. It reminds you of Forager. Yeah, I totally see that. Shouldn't it say fix? Oh. Shouldn't it say... Oh, yeah. I see what you mean. I think it's taken. Sorry to disturb your workflow. No, it's no problem at all. I'm happy to help. Oh, I don't have my thing up. Oh god, I accidentally opened a YouTube tab.
scene.
No, stop. Where did my tab go? I think I... Hold up. Let me get the Twitch manager back up here. I can't see anything. Oh god, it's gonna start playing my stream. Okay. Ah, okay. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. I do have to be right back for 1 minute. I gotta go check on my dogs, just make sure they're doing all right. Okay, I'll be back. Let me get the BRB screen up. We're gonna hide the webcam. Okay, I'll be right back. I am back. Where's my webcam? There it is. No, wrong webcam. There. Okay. Alrighty. I got a drink because I am thirsty. Alrighty. So, we've got about 20 minutes left on the stream. I wish I could stream for longer, but I am very busy today. One thing I really do want to get working is specifically, whatchamacallit, in the builder or the crafter menu. So I want a menu where you can actually select the recipe, because you can't select the recipe right now. And that's kind of a problem. So I think what I'll do is add that. It'll be interesting because essentially I'm gonna have to split this up into 2 H boxes. So kind of like this. Probably. I gotta think about this though. Unless I just kind of add it on as an extra. That would be okay. So I'm just going to straight up copy all this stuff. And then we're going to... maybe from right to left, from left to right. Because I want this to be centered, right? But I also want to be able to go select the recipes. Just trying to think the best way to do that. Oh, I gotta turn my fan. I mean, I can do an H box. Then just go like that and then add another. Oh, I'll just copy all this stuff essentially. Kind of like that. Then in here I would change some things. So I'll just say recipe. And then all of this will be totally different. Then I would just set this first. So now what this will do essentially is just be a list of all the recipes that you can select, right, on the left side of it. So, I mean, that'll work. The problem is that when you select a recipe, it's going to shift this to the side, right? You can see what I mean by that. Which, it's not a huge issue. I guess in a way it kind of like makes you focus on the recipe menu you just opened. So I don't know. I might change this eventually someday, but I think it's okay for now. So what I'm going to do in here, I'm just going to add... let's think here. I could do an H box and then show the ingredients to the right of it. I probably want to do it dynamically though. So I'm actually going to remove that script. So what I want to do... I have to call this like recipe VBox. So first off, we're going to say recipes is equal to global dot recipe table dot crafter. Inside, I'm just going to print the recipes thing. See what that looks like, right? give this time to load back up. There we go. So, let's build a crafter. I am going to have to rebuild everything. Really need to add a creative menu. It's okay. Do not need copper. I gotta get 20 minutes of working every 2 hours. I mean, I got some work done. I fixed all the herobrine issues. I fixed the biggest bug I've had in the game forever. Streams aren't really meant to be a super hyper-productive period. It's more of just a time to kind of casually work on the game, you know? So... okay, I need 10 ingots for the crafter. We're talking about stopping it. Yeah, that's so good. I want these streams to be an opportunity for all of you to just talk to me and not have to make it this serious thing, you know? Oh. Okay. So that crashed instantly. And it's specifically because of this code right here. So I can just say, oh, that means I'm gonna lose all my data. God dang it. I have to do it all again. This Gatorade tastes weird. It has sugar. I thought it was a Gatorade Zero. Oh well. Science, by the way, it's super chill to text to a game dev while making a game by yourself, and your background music is so enjoyable. Thank you. Yeah, all this music is made by Ace, so it's free on Spotify if you ever want to listen to it. I think it's just a public playlist. Yeah, I think all of it is made by Ace. I don't think there's any that isn't. Yeah. Yeah. That's exactly the kind of thing I'm trying to aim for with the streams. Yeah, it's just what Gatorade Zero. The idea of Gatorade having sugar and electrolytes. Gatorade Zero just doesn't have sugar. So I always drink sugar-free drinks because it's just better. But this one has sugar, and I was like, why does it taste so weird? And it's because it has sugar. So I'm kind of disappointed. I might go put it back. Defeats half the point of Gatorade. Nobody drinks Gatorade for the electrolytes, let's be real. Even though it's marketed as being a sports drink, the reason they market it as a sports drink is because it makes people feel like it's a good drink to drink. Because it's like, oh look, athletes are drinking Gatorade, well, I want to be an athlete. That kind of thing, and so they drink Gatorade. It's kind of a marketing tactic, really. It's interesting. It's kind of how, like, it's the same thing with, like, shoe brands and stuff, you know, like, marketing as this, like, professional sports athlete product. Because in doing that, people will buy it for the reason that it will make them feel like they're a professional. To be fair, the purple one is an awesome drink. I drink it every day. I'd be dead. Like the grape one, I don't personally like grape flavored stuff. Like grape is always fine, but it's just kind of a mid flavor, I feel. I don't know. Okay, I better actually save the game before I place this down and it all crashes and dies again. Okay, Save. We're Nutella and the German main soccer club. Do they eat Nutella? I'm glad I saved. No, I have to do inside the HBox container. This is why you don't use paths, right? Oh god, wait. Oh no, I can't do that. That'll kill everything. Oh, well this is actually okay, because it's specifically just this right now. But yeah, this stuff, this is not good. Alright, close out of this, because it's dead. So what is the green ore? It's copper ore, so... I can go ahead and show you what that looks like after it's smelted and stuff. So those stupid little kids think, oh well, when I eat Nutella, I'll be a soccer. Yeah, see, this is exactly the thing. They always, align their identity with like sports because people like want to be athletes. It's kind of funny. And yes, I have removed herobrine. I would show off what herobrine was, but I can't because I removed it. So, but yeah. Essentially, it would there would be like null players that would spawn around. That's just a problem. Okay, let's load the save again. This should not crash. Didn't crash, okay. Okay. Oh, it's printing out the recipes also. Yeah, it is. Oxidized copper ore was just created. How good is air in this game? Yeah, it is oxidized. I guess I didn't think about that fact, but I'm assuming that these resources are kind of like... Well, because it wouldn't get oxidized if it was underground. I don't know. I have no explanation. Well, the real explanation is that I didn't want it to look like iron ore, so I made it a different color. But yeah, let me smelt some copper ore. You can see though when you mine it, it's only minorly oxidized. Okay, let's build a second furnace for the copper. Get this wood up in here. So this will make copper ore, or copper ingots, I mean. You can see. So that's the difference between the two. Explanation, he's an alien, the air in the world oxidizes everything in seconds. Yeah. This is kind of an alien planet. I mean, look at the trees, right? Those are weird trees. Oh, just despawned. It's funny. But yeah, I could safely say this is an alien planet, honestly. All right, so we got that. So what this should be able to change the slots once I actually program this in. Now, I don't think there's a way to do it, but I wanted to see if there's a way to loop through a dictionary. I could just add the recipes manually, but weird, those are just UK trees, yeah. Dictionary. Thank God for Godot documentation. Merge size. You can access keys, but you can't loop through a dictionary because it defeats the whole purpose, right? Which is fine. I just wanted to see if I could do it dynamically, but... Oh, you gotta go. It's a fun stream. Well, thank you. Thank you for hopping to the stream. I really appreciate it. And, yeah. Have a good day. Oh, yeah. I've got to end the stream, actually, relatively soon anyways. You can't look through a dictionary. You can't Lua. Okay. Interesting. Oh, can't loop, yeah. Actually, what I could maybe do, actually, is just say... We're gonna try this. This might just work. For I and recipes. For an I. I bet it's gonna work. I've just never done it. It's kind of cursed, because the whole point is that it has, like, a static key, right? But I bet this will... Expected... Oh. Whoops. Should have saved the game. I do have autosave set up, but I just... I need to set up the save menu. Speaking of, let's add that to here. Slash load manually. Gonna be key value in dictionary. Yeah, that's likely what it'll print out. I just want to do this just to see if it actually loops through all of them, because that would be interesting to see. So it would just dynamically create the recipes. No, that in Python you can, just can't remember how it works, yeah. Okay, my minigame is almost finished now, like really finished. I need to log on some debugging, and that's it. Nice. That's pretty sick. What do you mean by minigame? Is it like a full game, or is it more of like a Roblox game or something? Okay, let's see what this does. Ready? It does actually work. Oh, but it just prints out the string name. That's weird. So how could we get around that? What we could do is just grab it now that we have the string name. Yeah, that'll be fine. It's just a funny thing. Okay. So I am going to add another thing. Yeah, just do dictionary string name. Yeah, shouldn't be an issue. So we'll just do that. Try adding a second value in the loop to check. No, this should be fine. Okay, so we're just getting the names. Now we're getting the recipes. It's basically Easy Flappy Bird with a rocket and a cat on the top. Okay. Need to avoid meteors in its infinite runner game. That's cool though. Doesn't matter if it's basic. So this will get the recipe every single cycle. Like the specific recipe that I need to access. I'm not gonna have time to get this working before the stream ends. Camera stop blurring. But I tried. So then I want to just create a bunch of things here. So in the vertical box. So I'm just going to say add child. And then we'll just say recipe box. I'll just say recipe button. It's equal to preload res scenes crafter recipe button instantiate set to true or it doesn't matter. Really quick, I just want to actually see these buttons get created, so I'm going to try and do that as fast as I can. So, probably just going to create this as a button. We'll see. So we've got crafter recipe button. Inside of here, I'm just going to add a sprite or a texture. Actually, I can just do this. I can set an icon. And then just set it to center. Expand it, sure. Shoot, I am so out of time. See if I can get this done. Okay. Not crafter updater, it's this one. So it's going to be equal to recipe.output.sprite. We're just gonna see what happens here, right? $9.9K. Let's go. So I gifted a sub earlier. Oh, I didn't see that. Oh, you did. Sorry, I didn't see that. That's epic. Let's go. Let's get the confetti. Let's celebrate. Thank you. That's epic. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I didn't see that. But thank you. Like an hour 40 minutes. Yeah, sorry I missed that. That sucks. But yeah. That's an icon. Oh, it's not called icon, it's called texture. Right? Let me go check. Oh, it is called icon. Huh? Oh. I'm not loading the sprite, that's why. Okay. So I'll check that out later when the sound played and forgot to check it. Ah, shoot, yeah. Sorry about that. I totally forgot. Oh, it's 3:03, I gotta hurry up. Here we go. So it does add the recipes, or the recipe buttons, but it's just nothing. I don't know why. What I'll do, which is gonna be stupid, but let me check something here. So if I load an icon like an ingot, I think it's, yeah, it's because the height was like 0. Okay, let's try this. 1503, what are we talking about? It's 1903. Maybe for you. For me. See, I have a game design club meeting, which is from 5 to 6, and I have to kind of leave around 4 o'clock if I want to make it on time, so... It's 2204. It's always weird to me, 24-hour time. I know it just makes more sense and is better, but still. I'm so used to AM, PM. 22 o'clock, that just doesn't sound right. I know it's normal, but it's just weird to me, yeah. Alright, so you can see the recipes show up, right? So we got the gear, then we got the copper wire. So my goal for this is that you can click on the recipe you want, and then it'll set it up to do that. So let's see if we can get this implemented super, ultra, uber, mega quick. Okay. So I'm just gonna add a, let me do it, please. A pressed event. Ah, so now we're gonna say, okay. Does this have a path variable in this box? No. So I'm just gonna get rid of the process. So we have to say get parent, get parent, get parent, get parent, get parent. Get parent 5 times. I know it's stupid, I'm just trying to do it as fast as possible. I want the root node. You can use owner? Seriously? What does owner do? Oh. That could be very interesting. It's the root node of a scene. Well, shoot. I won't implement that now, but that's... Thank you for mentioning that. I knew there was probably a better way to do it. I just didn't know how. That's sick. Thank you. So this has the variable path, which is the path to the inventory. So let's go back to here. I'm going to say dot. We're just going to save our get node. And then inf.get parent, because it's the inventory component. And then I have to say recipe is equal to recipe. Let's go back into here. In this, I want to also say now recipe is equal to I. Add an as operator of inventory as a class. We'll typing and offer code completion. Oh, yeah? Oh, well, that's cool. So essentially it would be as inventory, like that. And then it'll give you like... Interesting. Well, it's not called inventory. But yeah, that's... Thank you for also mentioning that. Seems like you know a lot about stuff. I'll just put that down there. And I need to make sure inside the crafter it's actually called that. It's called current recipe. Oh, I need to set new recipe. Okay, let's see if this works. Saw a video where guys started repeating like 100 times sentences with a strong intonation. Oh, interesting. I actually need to check that, speaking of. You know, the clan war starts very soon. Oh, my stuff is still building. It's gonna take forever. Okay. Expected indented. Oh no, that's from before. I hope this works. We're gonna see. It would be pretty insane if it did. It probably won't. Oh shoot. It kinda does, but it's... Why is it creating 2 slots though? Okay, let's mine some copper. Maybe we can make some... Oh. I'm gonna save it. Ready? Well, that's fine. And I switch to that and it doesn't work. So why? Well, we're getting there. It doesn't work yet, though. We'll figure it out. Game looks incredible already. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, it's a work in progress, but we're getting there. Got kind of basis of automation set up, and now with the weapons and stuff, dungeoning is kind of almost there. Why does this not... It's doing some funnies. Doing some big funnies on me right now. I would like to get this fixed on the stream, but I do have to leave, so I unfortunately have to end off the stream. But I'll get this working off camera, and then I'll probably put it in the Discord Starground update that I'll do later today. So if I have time, I'll see. I got so much stuff to do. Alright, well that's gonna be it for the stream. Thank you everybody for popping in. I really appreciate it. All the suggestions and stuff. If any of you are interested in more Starground stuff, feel free to join the Discord, because I'm putting updates there, and then... Oh yeah, Raid, almost forgot. Putting updates on stuff there, and then just we do a lot of community events over there. So feel free to join that. Or check out the YouTube channel if you want to see some like edited devlogs too. I could raid Max, because I know he's doing like his big end of the month stream. He's playing Monster Prom with Jacob. Thoughts, chat? Raid Max or raid software development person? Feels weird that you ended when you're enormous there. I know. See you, Ben Newman. Raid Jacob? We could. Jacob is not streaming. Recursion. Oh. Okay. He's not live, yeah. We can also just really quickly check out the software engineering category. Not Pal World. I'm tired of seeing Pal World everywhere. Well, these are going to be... Let me just... Software game development. Wonder who the top developer is right now in here. This person. Big framework release by Theo. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, there are all sorts of people in here doing stuff. Where am I? Let's see, I'm probably around... There I am. Alright. Let's raid someone with a few viewers. By the end of February, Power World will lost 90% of players, probably. Yeah. Programming a game. Multiplayer game dev. That's in Unity. I always like to do something in Godot. They're using Game Maker. My first stream. Should we raid him? Looks like he's working on a game in Game Maker. Yeah, I say we raid this guy. Alright. Let's go ahead and do it. Consumed media. Let's start the raid. Game Maker's alright. I just have personally moved away from it, but I don't really have a huge problem with it. We got a raid of 5 people? Nope, 7 people. Alright, well that's gonna be it. Thank you everybody. Feel free to hop in Discord if you want. I'll next be streaming on Friday. Probably at the usual time, so. Yeah, thank you everybody. I appreciate it. And have a good day or night wherever you are. Bye-bye.